genesis of this tour was two things. One was realizing that although I played Toronto for fulfilling a Kickstarter promise, Toronto is very far from Vancouver. So if there was a way to play in Vancouver at all, we wanted to try to make that happen. I hadn't been back to Vancouver in like, it might have been 10 years actually. It's kind of crazy. I think the last time I played here was opening for Medellin, Peru, which would have been in 2006. So that's crazy. This tour got off to sort of a late start. Everyone's flight was delayed going into Seattle by like several hours. And then once we landed, maybe against our better judgment, we decided we had to have like a proper meal first in Seattle. So we stopped at the Carlisle Room, Brandy Carlisle's brainchild with Tom Douglas, and had a really nice meal of really seasonal, fun vegetable things there. But it was about midnight when we got out. So then there was this drive to the Canadian border, and then we got into this Airbnb that we're staying in Kits at around like probably 3 in the morning. Most of us slept in the next day and then got to explore Vancouver. It's a bit of an overcast day, but the street fair was going on, which was cool. And then we had a nice dinner at Fable. You might notice that the nice dinner thing, bit of a theme when we don't have a show. No show equals nice dinner. So then we did that, and then I spent all of Sunday frankly doing girly cosmetic-y things, which I almost never do. The software engineer is strong in me, so I had my kind of maybe biennial, like once every 2 years, kind of like got a haircut, got nails done, got, you know, stuff. Which I think honestly nobody notices from the stage, but it's almost sort of like a ritual to sort of prepare for getting back into the mode of being a performer. So that was fun.
How are you guys doing?
And the show was just really amazing, really attentive but also lively. So that combination is pretty rare, so I feel pretty grateful for that. Playing shows in this context is really interesting. I feel like on the one hand I'm unprepared, to be honest, just because I haven't been playing music very much, and I certainly haven't been actively writing new material, so there's sort of a sheepishness to coming onto the stage saying like, hey guys, I don't have anything new, and I haven't been devoted to this, so so there's a little bit of, feeling like walking on stage without fully, being, inhabiting that space quite yet. But at the same time, it also means that there's more of a feeling of it just being among friends, kind of by necessity. Like, I don't have any big production to bring you. Like, I don't have a new album, I don't have a band with like new arrangements of things. So it's much more like we just got together and I ask people what they want to hear. I think in Vancouver it was really a nice surprise to find that there were so many people who wanted songs from Ames. There were a lot of Ames songs in the request bucket last night, and I really feel grateful for that on so many levels. And one of them being that when I get requests, I don't get requests for like one album or one song, but it's just kind of a smattering across all the different things that I've done, and people seem to be interested in different pieces of it depending on when they stumbled across my music, so that was pretty cool. This is the day, no other.
Please welcome from Boulder, Colorado, Vienna Teng.
And then the other piece was that I got an offer from Bing Concert Hall at Stanford to play a show on Saturday the 17th or the 16th, and it was sort of terrifying to me to play one show in that kind of concert hall without having other shows around it. So we just put together a West Coast tour. It seemed like a good excuse to see the gorgeous scenery of the Pacific Northwest in the summer. It has like a vitality to it that still seems really grounded in the natural world, which, I don't know, given what I'm working on and studying right now, it sort of seems like an example of what we're working toward.
I want to be your bride and fall. Shield my eyes no more. Oh, I am altered now for good. Shield these eyes no more. These tears I've cried 1,000 oceans, and if it seems that I'm floating in the darkness, well, the headlines have been pretty intense lately. And one of my friends posted on Facebook some kind of, Onion sort of headline of the rest of 2016 has been canceled. 1,000 more, if that's what it takes to sail you home, sail you home, sail you home. So I was thinking about that on the way here and wondering what the role of a musician is. What is the role of a singer and a songwriter playing a concert, that you guys bought tickets for to come enjoy? Maybe it's to actually escape from the rest of your life or kind of hit pause and take a breather from it. And so I was thinking about what is my role in this particular moment. And this is a request that came in from the bucket of requests, and it's another cover song. And it's not specific or literal to this moment in time or in history, you could say, but I guess I sing it for that tonight, and it's called 1,000 Oceans. To sail you home, sail you home, sail you home, sail.
Good evening and welcome to Summer at Bing Concert Hall. My name is Laura Evans. I'm the Director of Music Programs and Engagement for Stanford Live, and glad that Vienna was able to fit us in her busy schedule where she balances touring with a career as a management consultant. We are delighted to kick off the summer season with celebrated singer-songwriter Vienna Teng.
Thank you all so much. This is such an honor and a treat to be in this room. I just walked in this afternoon to sound check, and I just kind of stood there with my mouth open for a little while. I think I've never actually played as a professional singer-songwriter on Stanford campus. I played a set at the coffee house back when I was with Coho. And I played a lot in dorm lounges, but this is quite a way to upgrade from there.
where the daylight begins. Hey love, I am a constant satellite of your blazing sun. My love, me and my baby driving down to a hilly seaside town in rainfall. We wanna take it all tonight. We wanna be flying with love, flying with love all the night. Come fancy your show. Yeah, go on, make promises you can't keep. And of course I forgive. You've seen how I live. I've got darkness and fears to appease. Radio, darling, just the radio, just the radio. Ha, 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 ha. There'll be a fire burning in the temple of our peace.
One thing I said at the show last night near the end was that I was really glad to be with everyone last night. Because to be honest, I have been having a bit of an identity crisis. Like, building this new career in sustainability has not always been easy, and it's required me to do and be a lot of things that I'm not naturally, especially in the business world. So I felt like it was like coming home, like getting to sort of like relax into more who I am and who I am naturally, and more like feeling like I was accepted or appreciated for that, rather than being asked always to like step up and be someone new and be someone different. And don't get me wrong, that's not a bad thing at all, and it's actually what I want to be doing, but it's nice to feel the comfort of kind of knowing who you are for a couple hours.